Hi Leo, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to share your messages for July. I do have a couple quick announcements before I get into your reading. Check me out on Patreon if you haven't already. All new patrons are going to be getting a one card love pull from me, a reading, just a quick love check-in. So if you're interested in like knowing about love right now and you want like a personal reading, hit me up on Patreon. I have a lot of cool content on there. I post monthly love readings. I do like monthly check-ins for certain patrons on like a certain tier. And there is also an option on there to get a monthly like 30-minute reading if you're interested in that. So with that being said, let's get into your reading. Leo, I'm kind of getting the vibe that like I almost feel like you've been moving in a bunch of different directions. Like your energy feels a little bit scattered as far as like what you're doing next. And it almost feels like maybe your next steps have not been clear to you, or you've just been kind of going where like spirit guides you or like leads you. And it hasn't necessarily made the most sense to you, or I almost feel like there have been like pieces to the puzzle missing where you haven't been able to see ahead of the curve. But I kind of feel like you're coming into awareness, or you're coming into clarity. Like the Two of Swords represents like, it usually is someone who's blindfolded, but they see with like their spiritual sight, and there is a sense of like peace or like balance to that card. So it is reminiscent of like the Hanged Man, where depending on your perspective, it can represent like being stuck or feeling blocked or kind of being at peace with where you are. So I kind of feel like it's different for different Leos watching this. Some of you may have felt a little bit stuck if you've been resisting kind of like your journey or like where you're being led. You could have felt very stuck and stagnant and maybe even confused. You're like, what? Like, I thought I was supposed to do this, but it didn't work out, or I thought I was supposed to go here and it didn't work out. You could also be someone who practices like surrender, or who kind of accepted the way that the cards may have fallen for you and just kind of been like, well, this is the hand I'm dealt, like I'm just going to like deal with it, or I'm just gonna like try to make the most of it. So I feel like either way, it maybe hasn't been like the easiest road for my Leos, but I feel like this month brings like the promise of change, or the promise of like a new chapter. I was shuffling a little bit. I also saw the World card, which is Daddy Saturn energy, and it also represents all of the fixed signs, which Leo, you're a fixed sign. So I want to say that like it almost is like you're being like singled out, or you're being rewarded in some capacity, where like there's 4 fixed signs out of the 12. So with the World card coming out, I almost feel that you're being like recognized as having been patient, or it almost is like you're being told that you're worthy or deserving, and you could be chosen for something, or you could be like singled out and blessed. It almost is like you, Leo, like you're done with this chapter, like move into abundance. Or it's like, you, Leo, like we want to hire you, or we want to select you. Like, and it feels like something that is like not a lot of people achieve, or something that not a lot of people are able to kind of like claim like as something that like they have like achieved, or a level that they've reached. So it kind of feels like there is a level of exclusivity to this, and a sense of like you've worked hard. Like Daddy Saturn just went retrograde on June 4th, and so I feel like it almost is like a principal handing out awards. Like it's like, have you been doing what you're supposed to be doing? And if you have, then like you're getting an award. Some of you as children, maybe you have been like the teacher's pet or something, or you get invited to the principal's like lunches or something like that. Like I kind of feel like you're being singled out. The sirens, I almost feel there's a sense of like sirens calling you. So some of you could be in siren energy, where you kind of have this like sexual appeal as well, where it almost feels like your voice is an allure, like an allure, or you just kind of have this like draw to you, Leo, which makes sense because you're the sun. But it just kind of feels like, I don't know, you're coming into like balance. And I just saw 444 in the camera, which represents like a foundation. So I kind of feel like you're building, or it almost is like you're laying the foundation of something, or you're laying the groundwork for something. Some of you, it could be an actual building or a business, or you're establishing something. Some of you could be moving houses, or something with your housing situation could be being revitalized as well. But it just kind of feels like, Leo, like you may have felt like you were in your own personal retrograde, or like you didn't understand why things were happening the way that they were. But it almost is like now you're kind of ready to hit the ground running or something. So let's go ahead and pull some cards. Yeah, we have answers. Leo, I'm kind of getting, if somebody never got back to you, or like you applied to something or you inquired about something and you didn't hear back, I almost feel like something's coming back around, where somebody's like, oh shit, like I missed your email, I missed your text, like it almost, somebody is like coming back around with an opportunity or something like that. And it just feels like, whoa, like it almost feels like something that you thought was a long shot, or like you like aimed for the moon, and I feel like you're going all the way out of this like galaxy or something. So I almost feel like what you were aiming for was already like a dream, or like a long-term aspiration, but I'm getting you're getting way more than that. So it almost feels like it's something so magical and so ridiculous that maybe you even forgot you applied for something, or that you were like going for something. And I'm getting that it's like manifesting like this month. It just feels kind of like, what the fuck, like I forgot I was even like trying to do that. It almost feels like, what, like this is a once in a lifetime thing. I never in a million years thought that I would like get selected for this, or that this would happen for me. And it just feels like, yeah, I think the weekly message that I did was free money lottery vibe. So it feels like you're winning some type of lottery. Like, yeah, I was getting that, like you're getting singled out, or you're getting chosen. So it's the vibe of like a major like manifestation coming in for you, or a major like blessing. Yeah, I see friendship. So some of you could be having 11th house transits right now, where I want to say something about social network, or like who you know, or something like that. Yeah, some of you could be getting some type of like dream interview or something like that. Let's get your overall vibe for July. Let's see. Wow. I love this, Leo. So we have blessings, literally your first card out, and then new beginnings. So yeah, I almost want to say, Leo, like I feel like you've outdone yourself with manifesting. Like I almost feel like you've been like, I'm gonna do this shit, like I'm gonna get this opportunity, I'm gonna like do this and this, or like I feel like you were kind of like, this is my goal, this is like what I'm about to do with my like life purpose or my career. And I'm getting that like it is that times 10. Like I'm kind of getting this is like a dream come true, or this is like even more than you could have imagined. Like I'm getting you're getting way more than you asked for, or than you were expecting. Yeah, then we have healing, and we have spirit guide. So I'm drawn to the green candle and the healing card. Some of you definitely could have been doing like money work, or maybe working with like Venus or something like that. I kind of feel like with healing and spirit guide, I kind of feel like if you've been calling in healing, or if you've been praying, or just asking for assistance, like I feel like it's coming in like tenfold. And with the answers card making an appearance, it might even make sense why things had to play out the way that they were supposed to. Maybe it's like now is the perfect timing for an opportunity to come in for you, or now is the perfect timing for like the things that you've been asking for to manifest. And it could even be the vibe of like, I always use the example of like you're asking for like a dream job or a dream position, and so you lose the job that you currently have, and maybe that causes a series of unfortunate events. And then maybe you meet someone who like is like, oh, you should do this, and I know the exact person to connect you to. So it kind of feels like things had to kind of like break down or dismantle in your life, And it may have been really rough or really confusing because you're like, damn, like I thought like I was a good manifester. I thought I was on track or doing what I was supposed to do. So why is all of this happening? And I kind of feel like it all comes full circle, or yeah, like there's something about the past or something that like comes full circle for you. So yeah, I'm really drawn to like these circles in the card as well. I almost feel like this could be representing your higher self. I was about to say a guide who looks exactly like you. So definitely could be your higher self. And I feel like there is a sense of like, I don't know, connection to like your higher self or like a specific guide. There could be an integration moment. It just feels like something comes full circle or there's a sense of completion, especially with the Saturn energy. So let's pull some cards. Oh my God. Tower in reverse. So I was talking about kind of like a tower moment where things can fall apart. So I want to say tower in reverse, that's kind of over. I'm also getting to something about like an inverted tower. So it kind of feels like things are now falling together or something like that, where maybe like it just feels like some of you are like, damn, like are things ever gonna get better? Or like, is this like, what is happening in my life? I feel like some of you are like, what the fuck? But like now it just kind of feels like it's time for things to come together. So maybe some of you had to be shattered to be like rebuilt in a way that is like healed, or in a way that is like prepared for the blessings you've been asking for. Leo. Okay, the sun. There you go. I kind of feel like the bright days are ahead. I kind of feel like there's hope ahead for you. There's smiles, there's warm weather, like literally the sun, and it just kind of feels like everything is bliss. Like just feels like, I don't know, the blessings you've been waiting for, or the relief you've been waiting for. Wow, okay. The sun with the Ace of Pentacles. So some of you could have North Node in Leo or Leo midheaven. I'm kind of getting that you're destined to kind of be in the spotlight or for fame. And some of you could be offered a very public recognition type of job, or you could be working with celebrities or something that is like a dream job. I want to say that like you could be, I don't know, almost some of you, I'm kind of getting a makeup artist to the stars, or some of you like could have like celebrity clients or something like that. I almost feel like the sun is like giving you money and recognition and kind of like spotlight for something. So you could literally be getting an award or something like that, or maybe it's just a huge contract. I'm also getting too, for some of you, like love has not been working out for you with the Lovers in reverse. Yeah, I feel like Lovers in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles. Maybe some of you, like, there has been an emphasis on your career and in investing in your career, whereas like investing in love has not worked out. So I almost want to say like there could be a sense of like continuing to invest in your career at this time. I'm also getting too, some of you felt like you weren't in a good place to like date people. So we have the Magician in reverse with the King of Wands, strong Aries energy, and Leo. Then we have the Eight of Wands with the Ten of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So we have Sag, Aries, and Leo all coming out in your reading. So a lot of fire. I almost feel like something takes off very quickly. With the Magician in reverse, it almost feels like somebody is like, this hasn't been working, or like this is not working. It almost feels like somebody's like, why can't I get this to work, or why can't I perfect something? So somebody might like reach out to you because like you're good at something, or like you're very skilled, or maybe they find you or talk to you in some capacity. They could be sent your way, or like you could be recommended to someone. Like they could reach out online and just be like, oh my god, like I need your help, I need your services, something like that. Yeah, the star on the bottom, this could be like a celebrity reaching out to you directly. The star with the 7 of Pentacles, so I want to say like there could be like somebody who is kind of like seasoned in the industry or in a industry or something like that. Maybe somebody who has been famous for a long time. And I also want to say there is a sense of payroll as well. So it could be like monthly payments or something like that. I almost feel like somebody is like well known or like well decorated in an industry. And the King of Wands could be like an actor where, I don't know. It almost feels like somebody's like, my magic is not working, or like I just feel off, and they like feel like they need you in some capacity. Like you could be offering advice, or you could be, I don't know, like I feel like somebody wants your opinion or like needs your guidance in some capacity. This could also be music for some of you as well. Okay, let's pull a flower card for you, Leo. Whatever it is, I feel like this opportunity is like right on time. It's definitely like a huge manifestation with the star card on the bottom. Star also represents our 8th or our 11th house of like, yeah, social connections, networking, influence, that sort of thing. So you could be getting a huge boost online or something like that. Let's see. I'm also getting too, you might need to negotiate, where there's a sense of like having boundaries where you're like we can laugh together, we can talk, or like we can be cordial or friendly, but like let's discuss business, or like let's negotiate something. So you might have to like rein somebody in, or like so we have Coreopsis, which says always joyful, write it on your heart that every day is the best day of the year. Oh my god. So I feel like this is low-key the energy of like the best day of your life or something like that, like career-wise. Like I feel like you're killing it like in your career. This is like a huge manifestation or opportunity. There could be like the stars coming into alignment for you astrologically with the star card, but it just kind of feels almost like the perfect timing, and your guides are like, you deserve this, or like we're delivering on like what you've been asking for. Always joyful, like I was getting that some of you have been joyful through the struggle, or like kind of like smiling through like treacherous like circumstances, and it just kind of feels like your spirit is like attracting like a very like opportunity of like high magnitude or something like that, and it just kind of feels like your magic is like being like validated, or your magic is kind of being like recognized. So yeah, we have yellow rose on the bottom, which says enthusiasm and friendship. A single rose can be my garden, a single friend my world. Yeah, so I'm kind of getting you have a friend in this world, Leo, somebody who is like putting you on or recommending you or something like that, and it feels like it is like, I don't know, jump starting your career, or like really taking you to the next level. So yeah, definitely show gratitude to that friend. Like I feel like somebody's really looking out for you in like your career. But that's what I have for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe as well. Bye.